3, 2, 1.
Action.
Welcome into the latest edition of the special. Hello, and welcome into the latest edition of the special, only on Lubbock ISD TV. I'm Fabian Olguin, a junior from Lubbock High. On this edition of the special, we take you inside our classrooms. No, not the one here at the HCC, but our extracurricular classrooms. Now, what do I mean? Well, here in Lubbock ISD, we're able to take multiple extracurricular classes, of course. Lubbock ISD is one of them, but what is the other? For me, it's soccer. And for many of my classmates, they participate in things like basketball, AP research, and even piano. And I'm looking forward to seeing those stories. But to start the show, we will start with my extracurricular class. You know, soccer is called the world's game. And at Lubbock High, we have a thriving soccer program where some dream about goals, but we make them. 4 years ago, Coach Vaughn and Becker took the reins and started implementing his program at Lubbock High.
I'm Michael Von Enderbecker. I'm head coach of the Lubbock High boys soccer program. With our recent success last year, making it to the playoffs for the first time in 10 years, we just kind of want to talk about it a little bit.
And that recent success has players excited to play, but even more, excelling in their own classrooms.
Soccer has been helping me a lot with my grades and behavior. I used to do a lot. I used to be tardy a lot and do all this, and now my academics is way out of the roof. I've been way out of the roof.
Soccer is the world sport, but has been growing rapidly at the local high school level here in Lubbock.
We recruit basically everybody that's interested in playing soccer. I don't really care skill level or anything like that, right? We've got cats who, this is their first year playing soccer, and we've got cats who it's their 15th year playing soccer. But we don't really care, like I said, so much skill level, because this is a program where we breed kids and we take them up and we develop players.
And if you're thinking about joining soccer, talk to your counselor about becoming a part of the program. This has been Fabian Olguin for Lubbock ISD TV. Thanks to Coach for letting me come out and do a story on our amazing program. Now, we go from the playing field to the classroom. Tom Lear once said, life is like a piano. What do you get out of it? Depends on how you play it. And as Jeremiah Brents is about to show us, there's a good amount of students at Lubbock High getting a lot out of their pianos.
It's the early morning at Lubbock High School, and the students of room 2304 are getting ready to exercise. Their hands. The school's piano program has been going on for several years, but people still don't know about it. What do you think about the piano class here?
We got piano classes?
Yeah, you didn't know?
No.
What do you think of our piano class here?
I didn't realize we had one.
I even asked forensics teacher, Mr. Pugh, about it.
I think it's okay. I think it can be improved.
How so?
More publicity for the program.
Well, ask and you shall receive. But let's hear it from the students themselves.
My name is Joseph, like as in Joseph, but with an A. I'd say my skill level would probably be level 3 intermediate.
I'm Noah, and I'm at level 3E.
The music, I'm really big into music, and there's many sounds that I know I can create just by making a beautiful melodic sound. And it's really a big stress reliever, even though it can also stress you out whenever you have a block in your mind.
I really enjoy just the playing and getting to see myself develop, and working on sight reading and just improving at overall music skills.
I learned, like, whenever I move my hands, not to keep going like this, don't do that. It's like use these three and then move your thumb to this one.
I know that everyone from the intermediates to the advanced are going to end this year on a high note.
Thanks, Jeremiah, for that great story on the Lubbock High piano program. And still to come on this edition of the special, we continue on with our extracurricular project stories. But this time, we dive into some classes that get you ready for life after high school. That's next, right here on the special on Lubbock ISD TV.
I asked Zach how he's so good at seeing all the cues from the floor director. He says it's all about peripheral vision. That's why he is constantly working to strengthen his
KZ, VDC, HDK, CRZ.
It's truly impressive how good he is.
Best of luck to you next school year. Sign Zach.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. This is so cool.
No problem. You should come for a newscast next time.
Our students are intense about TV. Sometimes, maybe a little too intense. And so we hired a psychologist to keep an eye on them.
What about this one? That looks like a mirrorless camera on autofocus. Why is it on autofocus? Okay, and what about this one? That looks like a jib on the track, going from left to right. That looks like a chicken. Good. Actually, that looks like a boom mic. It's a little too close to the actor though. I think it's gonna get in the shot.
You know what? I think we're gonna be just fine.
Welcome back to The Special, only on Lubbock ISD TV. Moments ago, we just watched our first 2 stories in our extracurricular project. And now, we continue on with Gabe Ives' story at Lubbock High.
AP Research is a part of the AP Capstone program at Lubbock High, which helps many, many students in their futures.
I'm Hannah Hutchinson.
I'm Ryan Rundquist.
My name is Sarah Vescovi. AP Research is a year-long study of a topic that students get to choose on their own. So unlike what most people consider research in school, AP Research for Capstone is a true experiment or true study that fills a gap in a current field.
Now, let's look at the student perspectives.
I have really enjoyed AP Research for the class itself. It's just a really fun group of people, and Ms. Vescovi is an awesome teacher. I also really enjoy the collaborative aspect of it, where we all work together to learn new skills. We help each other out with our surveys and our research methods, and it's been really fun to learn from everybody in there.
Really enjoyed getting to choose my own topic, because I'm a musician, so I'm glad I get to choose something music related to research.
Well, it's kind of been an extension of the AP seminar class where we've learned different research techniques like going out and finding sources ourselves, but this year we're really having to learn methodology where we're creating our own surveys, our own interviews, stuff like that, and it's been really cool. We've also had to contact expert advisors, and so that's been interesting also because we're not only collaborating with students inside the class, but with experts in their own fields outside the class.
Love that at the end of the year, after they go through this big presentation of world events, and they've done this whole year-long study all on their own, the confidence they gain from that, and hearing from them later in college after they're kind of like out of it and they've de-stressed a little bit, hearing how much it benefited them overall.
Great job, Gabe. Lubbock High has a lot of really great programs. And as Omar Cantero is about to show us, they have some rigorous programs that will challenge you, but will take you to new heights as person and as a student.
The International Baccalaureate, or IB program, is a diploma program that sophomores can opt into for their junior and senior year. My name is Erin Castle, and I am the Advanced Academics Coordinator for Lubbock High School. I would recommend the IB program to anyone who is curious, who is looking to enhance their educational experience. I believe that anyone is capable of doing the IB coursework who puts their mind to it. I'm looking for students who want an opportunity to choose their own adventure in a lot of ways and to enrich their education through additional reading and writing and research that is very much centered on who they are as a learner. And my goal for IB is to empower students to pursue the highest possible academic level. The goal for a student in the IB program should be to grow both as a scholar and as a citizen. So wherever they start coming in, they should grow throughout the program to be the best possible version of themselves when they leave our building. Every year, 90% of our students earn the IB diploma who have pursued it. People think that it's a lower number than that, but fun fact, it's a pretty successful rate.
Great report, Omar. And that is going to do it for the first half of the show. When we return from the commercial break, Taylor Reed is going to take over and show you the afternoon classes stories. Stay with us on the special of Lubbock ISD TV.
They say in brainstorming, there are no bad ideas. Not actually true.
All right, no pressure, but if you mispunch a button, you mess up the entire show.
Oh, yes. Great shot. All right, stand by, take package.
Okay, but if you miss this one, the anchors will be out there stranded.
Boom. Package is in.
Yep, it takes a lot to rattle our guys.
One of the great things about having high school students a part of your team is that you can really push them. And unlike some of the older teachers, these young students seem to really like it.
Coming up on this edition of Rotary.
No.
Okay. Coming up on this edition of Rotary.
No!
Coming up on this edition of Rotary.
No, you're gonna have to read it a little faster.
Okay, I get it, but this is a little much, man.
Three, 2, 1.
Action.
Welcome into the latest edition of the special.
Welcome into the latest edition of the special, only on Lubbock ISD TV. I'm Taylor Reed, a senior from Lubbock High, and on this edition of the special, we take you inside our classrooms. No, not the ones here at the ATC, but our extracurricular classrooms. Now, what do I mean? Well, here at Lubbock ISD, we are able to take multiple extracurricular classes. Of course, Lubbock ISD TV is one of them, but what is the other? For me, it's band, and for many of my classmates, they participate in things like basketball, AP research, and even piano. And I'm looking forward to seeing those stories. But to start the show, we will start with my extracurricular class. Music is the strongest form of magic because when words fail, music speaks, especially to me. And that's why I love my extracurricular class. When words seem hard to grasp, music can always come through to say what you're feeling. Here at Lubbock High, the band hall is always full of music, and as the top band gets ready for Concert UIL, they're really testing their talent. Kids from all walks of life have joined the program, and I believe it's what really makes the band community what it is. Hi, so what's your name?
My name is Juan Martinez.
Marisol, I'm Margo.
My name is Ethan Rincones. I'm a tenor sax player at Lubbock High.
With over 10 different types of instruments, band is full of diversity and is always looking for more people to join and add on to the program. Tell me your favorite thing about band.
My friends. I think my favorite thing about band is making music.
Playing music. Being able to challenge myself in different genres of music.
Across the student body of members, they all have their own reasons for joining, but in the end, they're able to come together and share their passion for music. With a little help from the band directors, they're able to reach their full potential and be the best versions of themselves that they can be. What's been your favorite music so far?
I think maybe the 8th Candle. That one had very different vibes to it. It had ballads and then it became upbeat and we had different chords. So it was a fun piece.
Well, I don't think that there's a certain thing in particular, but I think that making music is super important to like life and stuff because art is how we express ourselves, or at least how I express myself.
My favorite piece of music is a song called October because it's the only one I can play at the moment.
From Lubbock ISD TV, I'm Taylor Reed. Thanks so much to Ms. Settle for letting me come out and do a story on our amazing program. And still to come on this edition of The Special, we continue on with our extracurricular project stories. But this time, we take you outside and spotlight some of our Lubbock ISD sports teams. That's next, right here on The Special, on Lubbock ISD TV.
We really leave it up to the students to kind of drive their own projects the way that they want to, whether it's a podcast talking about whatever issues or topics or hobbies that they feel like, or if you're making short films, making commercials, what is it that you enjoy, that you like? And we kind of let students have their own creativity in those ways that they can kind of do what they're excited about.
Man, my goal with the students, really our whole role here is to get these guys ready to enter the workforce. They may go into construction, they may not, but really our goal is to give them some, not just the technical abilities to do the kind of jobs that we promote, but also just to give them some life skills, how to show up on time, how to be a hard worker with a great work ethic.
I mean, I had no idea that I'd get it to where I am right now. I figured, I just learned a little bit here or there and go from there, but it's definitely turned into something that I could easily see in my future.
An anchor has to trust their floor director. And so our team has been working hard on their trust. Trust fall.
Oh, got you there.
Oh, thank you.
Trust fall. Oh, hey. Trust fall.
Oh, dude, why didn't you catch me?
Sorry, man. Anchors only.
Welcome back to the special, only on Lubbock ISD TV. Moments ago, we just watched our first 2 stories on our extracurricular project, and now we continue on. Arnold Palmer once said, success in golf depends less on strength of body and more on strength of mind and character. And as Zach Doreen is about to show us, that's what the Coronado Golf Program prides themselves on.
Across Lubbock ISD, students are teeing off and hitting local golf courses to get better. At Coronado High School, more than a dozen Mustangs are a part of the golf program, playing a game that they grew up loving.
I love golf ever since I was little. Me and my dad used to go play at Rawls and Meadowbrook a lot. I started out by just playing small and then just eventually grew up to where I am now.
Growing up as a kid, my dad was a football coach and a teacher and just a golfer. He's a good athlete. And so my small town I grew up in, he started taking me out to the golf course with him when I was a kid. And I was terrible as everyone who starts out playing golf. And it's such a hard game to learn. And it just takes so much time and patience. And I wasn't very good for a long time. I'm still not very good. But I just remember going out with him, as a young kid, and just his patience and him teaching me how to do it. So I've always enjoyed the game.
Building relationships and growing as a person as they compete and represent their school.
I just love being able to build relationships with them and just get to know them. I don't care how good of golfers they are. I love getting to know them as people and as young men, and just try to pour into them to make them better humans. If along the way they become better golfers, well, that's bonus. But I just love getting to know them and try to pour in encouragement and kindness and joy into them, and that's what I love about it.
The Coronado Mustangs look forward to the upcoming spring season. For Lubbock ISD, I'm Zach Doreen.
Great job, Zach. The Coronado golf team looks like to be a fun group. Now we turn to our final story. Our own Michelle Moreno is about to show us that they have some rigorous programs that will challenge you, but will take you to new heights as a person and as a student.
You're looking at more 2-year plans, 2 years into college plans, and how you have to pay attention to your classes.
At Coronado High School, there are students in Ms. Ross' class thinking about their future.
Please know that every word has to do with college.
The 4-year plan is a part of the Advancement via Individual Determination, or AVID class, a program that gets you ready for life past high school.
So right now I'm just looking up my 4-year plan, looking up the majors and then the prerequisites in order to get that major.
This class also allows leadership opportunities and is always looking to grow.
What do you have to say to people who want to join AVID?
I think you should do it. I think it helps a lot. I don't think it's a waste of time, and it's not for people who are necessarily struggling academically, but I just want to be organized.
Great report, Michelle. And that's going to do it for the show. We hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you back here real soon for another edition of The Special. But until then, we hope you stay happy and healthy.
This has been a production of the students and staff at Lubbock ISD TV.